its diversity.
Diversity is the Democratic Party's greatest strength.
Our diversity is our strength.
Because diversity is our strength.
Diversity is our strength.
Strength is our diversity. It's not our weakness.
Our diversity is our strength.
The greatest strength of our nation is its diversity.
The diversity of our country is our greatest strength.
Our diversity, not only in our army, but in our country, is a strength. And as horrific as this tragedy was, if our diversity becomes a casualty, I think that's worse.
Our diversity is, in fact, a source of remarkable strength.
Strength, diversity.
Diversity of faith and background is not a weakness of America, but a strength.
America's diversity is its strength, not its weakness.
We must do everything in our power to educate people about diversity, to educate people about the strength that comes from difference.
Together, the diversity of our caucus celebrates the strength of our nation.
Our diversity is our strength.
What makes each of us different makes all of us stronger.
And our strength is in our diversity.
Understanding that diversity is a source of strength, not a source of weakness.
The diversity of our country, which I think is one of our great strengths.
Our diversity in America, not as something to fear, but as something to welcome because it's a source of our national strength.
War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Diversity is strength. In the world of political sloganeering, the big lie that diversity is our strength has taken the lead as the preeminent globalist virtue signal. Previous slogans which emphasized unity and homogeneity as the strength of any nation have been abandoned, as the globalist regime realizes its project will utterly fail unless racial, cultural, and national unity, and more importantly, homogeneity, are destroyed forever. The de facto motto of the United States, before it was officially changed in 1956, was E pluribus unum, and the motto continues to be present on much of our national heraldry, including the Great Seal of the United States. Literally translated from Latin to English as out of many, one, this motto is oft mischaracterized as an earlier inspiration for similar modern globalist mottos such as that adopted in 2000 by the European Union, United in Diversity.
United in diversity.
Both of these mottos, however, have been manipulated by multicultural globalists, who are presenting them as if they promote diversity of all races, ethnicities, cultures, and faiths from around the world. They do not. According to the U.S. Department of State, quote, "The motto E pluribus unum, emblazoned across the scroll and clenched in the eagle's beak, expresses the union of the 13 states," end quote. This was a motto that expressed the political union, unum, of the 13 colonies, not multiracialism and multiculturalism. The motto was adopted in 1782, 8 years before the initial Naturalization Act of 1790, which restricted American naturalization to free white persons of good character. E pluribus unum has nothing to do with racial, cultural, or religious diversity. Similarly, the motto of the European Union, United in Diversity, was inspired by an Italian nationalist named Ernesto Moneta, whose motto, In Veritate Unitas, was intended to unite Europeans under a banner of peace and cooperation. According to the official website of the European Union, the motto, quote, signifies how Europeans have come together in the form of the EU to work for peace and prosperity, while at the same time being enriched by the continent's many different cultures, traditions, and languages, end quote. That is, Europe's cultures, traditions, and languages, not non-European cultures, traditions, and languages. In reality, Europe is not united in its diversity. It is united by the similarities that each nation has with the others, namely racial, cultural, and religious similarities. Similarly, America was never intended to be a multicultural nation. The reason America was able to turn many into one so successfully was because immigrants coming to America were almost exclusively European, and therefore shared the same race, culture, and religion that Europeans still largely share today. In reality, the European Union's motto should highlight the commonalities between various European peoples, not the differences. That is the entire point of a union. Unity and diversity is a contradiction in terms. You cannot be united by being separate. You cannot be strong by being divided. Diversity is difference, and the fallacy that diversity is our strength is in the very etymology of the motto. The Latin prefix div means separate. English words that carry this prefix include divided, divisiveness, divergent, and divert, just to name a few, but none of which imply strength or solidarity. Divulsion means to violently tear apart. Strong things don't generally get violently torn apart. Divorce is another word with div as a prefix. Strong marriages do not end in divorce. One of the several possible legal grounds for divorce in the United States is irreconcilable differences. Similarly, diverse groups of people may have irreconcilable racial, ethnic, cultural, religious, or political differences. Conversely, the Latin prefix uni means one. English words that carry this prefix include united, union, uniform, and unitary, all of which imply strength and singularity. The rallying cry for cohesion and collectivist action is united we stand, divided we fall, which completely contradicts the notion that one can be united in diversity or that diversity is a strength. This cry for unity and collectivism is only echoed by modern politicians when they actually need united effort from the nations that they have worked so actively to divide through multiculturalism, demographic replacement, and feminism. Matthew 12:25 states, quote, "Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself will not stand." End quote. The concept of unity in diversity is a deliberately oxymoronic combination of two antonyms. That makes it a lie. It intimates that unity can somehow be achieved without uniformity, and diversity can somehow be achieved without division. The entire tale of human history, with some exceedingly rare exceptions, suggests that great unity is often achieved through uniformity, and great divisiveness is often achieved through diversity.